Hey dog lovers, it's Jade from Hackney Barkers, and today we are going to be debunking 5 dog grooming myths. The first one is only long-haired and curly-coated dogs require grooming. This is a myth. So smooth-coated dogs definitely benefit from regular grooming. Even though they don't need a regular grooming schedule, they definitely benefit from having a professional groom. So what happens here is that they'll receive a bath, a blow dry, and when we're blow drying them, we're going to see every inch of their body. That way we can tell you if there's any cuts or lumps or bumps that we think that you should know of, that you should be aware of if you haven't already informed your groomer. Also, the natural oils will be distributed along the coat when we use a nice brush, which is recommended for their hair type. As well as that, we remove the dead skin and all the dirt and debris that clogs up the skin follicles, which can then also lead to skin irritation and skin infection. Another common myth that we hear all the time, number 2, is puppies should not visit the groomers until they're at least 6 months old. Now I know that this is a myth that loads of groomers wish didn't exist. The reason is because your puppy is going to be benefiting from knowing all the new sounds, all the new noises, all the new tools that they're going to use throughout their life. The longer you leave it, the more fearful that they'll become. Also, you don't have to get your dog groomed at that age. You can wait until they're older, but they'll also be used to all the surroundings and everything and get used to their groomer and create a bond as well. And another thing about your puppy's coat is that if you don't go to the groomers when they're young, they can also, it's happened here before where we've seen puppies and their coats are actually matted and they come in for their first ever groom. That is a bit of a shocker to the puppies because the first ever experience is them gonna be in a shave off, which isn't pleasant for the pups to experience as the first time. And not only will it be a lot for the puppy to intake, mats, depending on their areas, can be extremely uncomfortable. If they're knotted in the armpits or in the hind legs, then it can be uncomfortable when they're moving, also in their paws. Let's move on to myth number 3. So this one is about our poodle mixes. Poodle mixes are a very popular breed, and one thing why they're so popular is because they do not shed. This is a myth. The reason why this is false is because even though poodles do not shed as much as your regular doggies do, they are being mixed with dog breeds that do shed a lot. So depending on which side of your pool gene, you may get a poodle mix that actually sheds as much as, say, your golden retriever or your Labrador, or you might have one that doesn't shed as much and be more like the poodle, but you don't really know until you have your doggy. Myth number 4, washing your dog too often can ruin their hair and their skin. This is partially true. You don't really want to be washing your dog every single day, just like we don't wash our hair every single day. However, if you are using a high quality natural dog shampoo, you can wash your dog quite frequently because these shampoos are developed to be gentle and kind on the skin and they don't strip the dog of their natural oils. You also want to make sure that you're using a conditioner after your shampoo just to restore any moisture back into the coat. So to conclude this episode of myth busting, this is our number 5 myth. Shaving your dog in the summer can make them cooler. Your dog's coat is a natural temperature regulator and it provides insulation that helps protect from the sun. If you have a dog with very long curly coat, then by all means you can trim that hair down, and by doing so, that will definitely cool them down for the summertime. You want to leave about 1 inch of coat on the skin just so that they are protected from the direct sun. However, if you have a double coated breed, you do not want to trim that hair. You do not want to cut it off. The reason is because they puff up their hair during the summertime so that the air can glide through their coat and settle on their skin, which will cool them down and help them regulate their own body temperature. By trimming off all that hair, you've actually made their coat thicker. They aren't able to puff up their hair and they are hotter on their skin. So then they'll overheat and pant a lot more. You want to make sure that your dog has regular grooms. Make sure that that coat is brushed out, that there's no dead hair on that coat so that the hair can puff and be free. All in all, every single dog, when it's coming up to the summer months, you definitely want to make sure that they are all free flowing and free from knots so that they can regulate their own body temperature by using their coat as their own mechanism. There you have it, 5 popular dog grooming myths debunked. We hope that this has been helpful and informative. Please leave any dog grooming comments below and we'll be happy to answer them for you. And if you do want to see more content like this, then please like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out to help provide more content like this. We'll see you in the next video.